what happened with one of my best friends. I have pretty much two best friends. One of them is Sam. Sam is Harbonator. You guys know Sam, don't you? He's the guy. He was my first video editor. He's become like my best friend, like my brother. So close to him. And another one, um, he was pretty much my best friend as well. You know, so much brotherhood and growth in our friendship. And the situation was slowly and surely, like I really became uncomfortable with the friendship that he had with the girl that I was previously dating. So right now I'm dating Anastasia, and the girl I was dating before this, who some of you may know if you had me on like Instagram or something, you might have seen that. Hang on. Um, the donation thing isn't working for some reason. I'll go through the donations, then I'll pop it up on screen right now for some reason. Um, yeah, so I want to put you into this scenario so you can kind of relate, right? Imagine your best friend and the girl that you're dating start becoming like somewhat friends, like together because of you, because you know you're all in the same friendship group, you're all in the same gym and everything. And so it's fine because you know it's, oh, we're all going to do this thing together, we're all going to a restaurant together, like five of us, six of us, so we're all friends and stuff, fine. And then me and the girl I was dating, I kind of like fell out with her. She almost instantly, as soon like we went on one date or something, she wanted to get exclusive right away, like, and obviously that's a little bit strange, and she didn't understand. She was like, she gaslit me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want to be like a little hateful motherfucker who's like, you know, talking bad about previous times. Oh, my girlfriend did this and stuff. But when I look back, it's like she had the exact same personality as another girl I dated like a year ago, who like they just gaslight the fuck out of you when you don't want to get exclusive like right away. And so that's what this girl did. And she just kind of she tried to like end things straight away. Then I said, yeah, okay, that's fine. And then she tried like getting me back, calling me, meeting me in the gym, and you know, she was just a bit all over the place. But that's fine. She, you know, she's allowed to like do what she wants. I'm allowed to like do what I want in the sense. But then what happened after that was that me and her obviously just stopped here and there before we had actually gotten so close. And then we were still in the same friendship group. So this is when I first started to feel like a little bit uncomfortable, because there was like a level of like imagine your male best friend and then the girl you previously dated are friends in the same friendship group, but not really directly. But then suddenly after you've split up with that girl, or after, you know, me and the girl were like, we weren't that close by now, but we just been on like one date or something. Suddenly they become like closer friends, and they're like tagging each other on Instagram and everything. And it, you know, it's a little bit uncomfortable. And we go out to like some daytime like trips and like restaurants as a group of us, and their dynamic is a little bit like, it was making me uncomfortable. And I didn't want to ever admit this stuff because it's not cool. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not cool. It'd be so much cooler for me to tell you right now, like, oh yeah, stoicism, I don't care, outcome independent. I'd seem so much more cooler and masculine, but I'm going to always be authentic with you. And like, even at this point, so this was around March, or March, April, I was like feeling uncomfortable. And me and the same girl ended up speaking and then getting more serious. So we kind of like made up, and we kind of made up, and then we got more serious, and we yeah, we started dating seriously, like fully, like, you know, discussing long-term things. And um we went on a trip together, fully fell in love with each other. And you know, it's proper sweet, but it was always this underlying assumption that she was quite sad about, was that I was gonna leave for Thailand. So this was just before I was gonna go to Thailand. You guys know that I went to Thailand in like May, and I wasn't expecting to come back. So I was literally expecting to go to Thailand for like maybe 4 months. 3 to 6 months was the plan, right? And so I'm dating this. Imagine, okay, so imagine you're dating a girl, you're both in love, but then you know that you're going on a trip for months. And so she wanted to get like a lot more serious. She wanted me to make her my girlfriend. And obviously I said to her, like, no, like, I'm going on this trip. I'm not going to make you my girlfriend. And I said something to her, which she took as like a massive disrespect, which you boys can tell me if this is disrespectful for what I said or not. But I looked her in the eyes and said, like, no, because when I go, I'm going for 3 to 6 months. I'm going to be in a different country for 3 to 6 months. I'm going to start dating and sleeping with girls there. And so this is where just suddenly I was branded as like a really bad person by my best friend and then also by her, and it was like, like a bad reputation. Is that a bad thing? Like, let me know, boys. Spam one if that's like a disrespectful thing that I said to her, or spam two if it's like, oh yeah, like that's actually confidently the truth. And even though it kind of hurts to hear, she kind of heard the truth from me. My personal opinion is like it's brutally fucking honest. She needed to hear it. It's like I told her the truth. I was like, no, like I'm going for 3 to 6 months. It's like I'm not. I could have lied to her. I think the majority of guys, I'm not gonna lie, like you can say it's rude, and maybe I'm right, maybe you're right, maybe I'm right, but like my perception is the majority of guys would have lied to her and been like, oh yeah, I'll always love you, and I'll go there and I'll speak, I'll stay committed or something. Did I say one was disrespectful and two wasn't, or so? What all the guys spamming one? What would have you said? Would you have not told her the truth? Spamming 1.5s again. It's better to tell her the truth than to mislead her. And we weren't boyfriend girlfriend, by the way. It's a bit of a mix, isn't it? It's a bit of a mix. And someone's just commented there. I really like your comment there. Nirvan, people can't handle the truth. Gotta know your audience. Yeah. People just get hurt by the truth, and that's like a brutally honest truth. Because she was a very nice girl, very attractive, and so like I kind of knew for a fact that the majority of men, and even me from like a younger, sort of less advanced stage that I'm in now, maybe advanced is the wrong word, but like a sort of less developed stage, I would have lied. I would have just kind of said to her like, oh well, I'll go there and I'll call you and maybe I'll come back, and like to just kind of keep her kind of waiting for me. And I looked her in the eyes and said, like, don't wait for me. Like I'm gonna be gone for months. I'm gonna end up getting with girls there. Don't wait for me when I come back. Like don't wait for me. If when I come back, both of us end up sharing a connection again, then okay, we'll pursue that. But right here, right now, don't wait for me. And even though that hurt, I think it was the right thing to do. I still stand by that. But that was like brutally honest, and it got me a level of sort of bad reputation. And this is when it starts getting like painful. So through all this time, my best friend knows this, and would speak about this girl, would speak about a bunch of stuff, and he always like kind of supported me. He would always say like, oh yeah, like I'm his brother, that like this girl that I'm with, he was like, oh, she's not even that important, you're better than her, she's not on your level and stuff. He'd be saying these things, right? And I'm somewhat exposing him because I'm like, I don't have any level of loyalty to him anymore, even though he was literally like a brother to me. He was like one of the closest man to me, even closer than like me and Sam. Like me and Sam spent a lot more time talking and stuff online, but me and this guy, we were together in person and we went through so much growth together. And the reason why I'm making this stream and I made that video is because this is such a sensitive personal issue that it feels so wrong to talk about, because they're going to watch this and they're going to say like, oh, Hamza's talking about us, and like they'd send me a message or some bullshit, and like my current girl who's upstairs is probably going to watch this. But I've always spoke openly and authentically about these sort of like unspoken things in life, and I think this is one of them. It's like you do end up falling out with male friends for some reasons, and the majority of the time I think why I'd fall out with a male friend is simply just because a girl gets involved, and like one of the friends displays a lack of values because of that girl. So I go to Thailand. This is when it starts getting comfortable. So I go to Thailand and I end things with that girl, but we end in a really, really sweet way. Like